The Roman site at Jerash is about an hour outside Jordan's capital, Amman. Here, colonnaded streets and the open piazza help make this one of the country's most popular tourist attractions. But these aren't the only Roman ruins in Jordan. The site at Petra is world-renowned and astonishing by night as well as day. But for sheer theatricality, nothing competes with what goes on inside Jerash's restored hippodrome with its original stone seating. Many of the performers, centurions, gladiators and foot soldiers, are suitably trained for this gig as former special forces and military personnel. And to this untrained eye at least, modern police tactics at public protests and demonstrations owe much to the techniques pioneered by the Roman army. So what did the Romans do for us? For the boss, shows like this have forced some in Jordan to reappraise the contribution made by the former occupiers.
We respect their history because we know how great they were from all aspects, army, engineering, management, everything. We're trying to make the sites alive again. I think it's more exciting for the people when they see life in the sites. Yeah.
The crowd is as much local as visiting, and clearly all are much more bloodthirsty than me about what to do with vanquished gladiators. Let's give the guy a break. Live. And then to this, the grand finale. From the original starting gates, 3 racers go head-to-head, and all bets are off. Interestingly, chariot racing in Roman times was deliberately used to divert people from rioting. Perhaps there are some parallels today. Behind the scenes, 50 employees of the humankind and 10 of the equine variety, including some apprentices, while armoury and equipment is made in-house. And the inspiration for the whole show? Yeah, you guessed it.
The founder watched famous movie Ben-Hur, and he decided one day start the chariot races. He saw our original Roman hippodrome, and he decided here we will start the shop. Then we spent 2 years for training, making costumes, building the chariots, until now we have the regular daily show.
Well, this boy racer, okay, middle-aged man racer, always fancied doing this. And after the race, my turn to learn the ropes from farmer turned chariot king Ibrahim.
Tell me, what are the skills you need to ride a chariot well?
There is 2 ropes you see. The first one to the right, the horse is in right, and the second for the horse what's in the left. And if you just make this, you give him a space.
Ibrahim also tells me that the horses have to be shown affection. And be very careful what you say.
Okay, so there's a certain word that we cannot say right now, because if we do, we're off. So we want to avoid that. Can you perhaps now give me a quick trip around and show me those skills, and perhaps even teach me a skill or 2?
Yeah! Racing chariots were designed to be light. It also makes them a little precarious. For some reason, they won't let me do it by myself. But this is my reward. Kirk Douglas, Russell Crowe, Tony Curtis, Charlton Heston. Take a back seat. Rajas Maximus is in town.
Do you know what? I think I may have found out what I used to be in a previous life.